Hello students, so today we will start chapter coordination compounds. Coordination compounds are the complex compounds. What are these? These are the compounds in which some of the constituent ions lose their identity while some do not break up completely with individual ions are called the complex compounds. For example, copper, ammonia, sulfate is the ion. Out of this one, some of these may lose their identity or may not break up completely with individual ions are known as a complex compounds. So these two are the complex compounds. Like here is the ammonia, chloride, cobalt. So these are the examples of complex compounds. For a complex compound, the species which is an ionization sphere undergoes ionization. Like this one is the example in which there is the ammonia, sulfate and copper. This copper is the central metal and this one is the coordination sphere, and sulfate SO4 is the ionization sphere. So in these two parts that complex compounds are divided. One is the central metal and other is the ionization sphere, and this is coordination sphere. Next are the ligands. Ligands are the neutral molecules, anions or cations which are directly linked with the central atom or ion are called the ligands. Means those which directly link to the, like this here, this copper is the central atom, which are directly linked with the central atom, maybe cation or anion or the neutral molecules are known as a ligands. And the ligands are attached to the central metal atom or an ion through coordinate bond or dentative linkage. Now denticity of ligands. Denticity of ligands means these are the number of ligands atoms present in a ligand, or called the density of ligands. Means number of ligands which are attached to the central atom is known as a ligands or density of ligands. Like Cn negative, its density is 1. COO negative bond with the CO negative, its density is 2. EDTA 6 and its density is 6. Next is the classification of ligands. Classification of ligands. Ligands can be classified. First one is mono or unidentate. Mono or unidentate means in which ligands with one donor site. For example, like fluorine negative, chloride, bromide, water, cyanide, nitro, hydroxyl, cobalt, which has only a one donor site is known as a mono or unidentate ligands. Next is the second type is known as a bidentate. Bidentate means ligands which have a two donor atoms at two positions are known as a bidentate. Means in which two donor atoms are present at two positions are known as a bidentate. Like example is ethyl diamine, oxalate, glycine. These are the examples. Next are the polydentates. Polydentates are the ligands having several donor atoms. Like diethyl hexaamine, 3 donor atoms are there, tridentate. EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetate, has 6 donor atoms, so it is hexadentate. It depends upon the number of atoms, how many number of donors are there. According to that, there is the name. Tridentate if 3 donor atoms are there, hexadentate if 6 donor atoms are there. So these are the examples of polydentate which have a number of donor atoms. Now when coordination of a more than one that sigma electron pair donor group from the ligand takes place to the same central atom, it is called the chelations, and the result complex has a ring structure, and such ligands are known as a chelating ligands. Now chelating ligands form more stable complexes than the similar ordinary complexes in which the ligands act as a monodentate. Next one is the effective atomic number. Effective atomic number or EAN is known as a effective atomic number. What is this number? It is the resultant number of electrons with the metal atom or ion after gaining electrons from the donor atom of ligands. So it is the number of atoms after gain the number of electrons or from the donor atom of a ligand. The remaining number of atoms are there is known as the effective atomic number. Like what is it? It is the atomic number of metal plus electrons gained from donor atom of ligands and minus electrons lost or ion formation. Okay, what is this number? In this actual number, atomic number of a metal, then gain of electrons or atoms from the donor, and then are the electrons lost for the ion formation, which gives the effective atomic number. Next is the Werner's coordination theory. It explains the nature of bonding in complexes. Metals show two different types of valencies. Werner's explains the coordination. It explains the nature of bonding, which type of bonding is involved in the complexes formation, and these two shows two different types of valencies. What are these? First one is the primary valency, and next is the secondary valency. Primary valency is that in which it is non-directional and ionizable. It is equal to the oxidation state of the central metal ion. The central metal ion, the oxidation number is same, which is represented by, that is the same of primary valency, oxidation number of a central metal atom. It is non-directional and it is ionizable. Second is the secondary valency. Secondary valency is directional and it is non-ionizable. It is equal to the coordination number. Primary valency, it is equal to the oxidation number of central metal atom, and secondary valency, it is equal to the coordination number of the metal, and it is commonly satisfied by neutral and negatively charged or sometimes by positively charged ligands. So these two types of are there, the primary valency and secondary valency. Now how it is shown? We can show it that ionization of the coordination compounds is written as like it, here it is ammonia, cobalt and chloride. When this is ionized, then 3 chlorides are removed or lost from this complex. And how it is repelled? Like central atom is the cobalt, it is in the central atom is cobalt, and ammonia is directly attached, is the ligands directly attached to the central atom, which is shown by the solid lines. And after that chloride ions, which are shown by the dotted lines. Here ammonia are 6, so 6 are attached to the central carbon atom or cobalt atom, and chlorides are attached with the dotted lines. So this is the representation of chloride 6 ammonia complex according to the Werner's theory, in which these are attached to the central atom, directly attached to the central atom, and chloride are shown by the dotted lines, which are removed from the ionizable from the complex. Next is IUPAC nomenclature. How we can write the name of these complex compounds. So there are few rules to write the name of compounds. First one is the cation is named first, then the anion. So cation is named first, then the anion. And in naming the coordination sphere, ligands are named first in alphabetically order, followed by the metal atom, and then coordination state of metal by Roman numbers. Name of complex compound is started with the small letter, and the complex part is written as a one word. And name of the anionic ligands and as a O. O means जैसे here it is Cl negative. It is the anionic ligands and it is written as a chlorido. Otherwise it is a chloride and it is written as a chlorido. O at the last is written. Other rules are कि neutral ligands with a few exceptions retain their names like NH3, ammonia. Name of the cationic ligands and in any atom like NO2 positive, nitronium, ion is nitronium, is at the last, nitronium, NO2 is written as a nitronium. Certain ligands are represented by abbreviations. Like next, ambidentate ligands are named by using different names of ligands or placing the symbol of donor atoms, like SCN negative, it is thiocyanate or thiocyanate. NCS is thiocyanate, N negative isocyanate. So NO2 negative is nitro, nitroto, it is written. Prefixes are there like di, tri, tetra, these are used as a prefixes, are used to indicate the number of each ligand. The number of ligands, if there is a 1, 2, if 2 are there, then di is written, 3 are there, tri, then 4, tetra, its name for the number of ligands. And if the ligand name includes such a prefix, the ligand's name should be placed in parenthesis and preceded by bis. Like if 2 is there, then it is written as a bis. If 3 is there, then it is written as a tris. So on. And the coordination sphere or anionic name of central atom ends at the 8. Like for example, it is K3 FeCN5NO. Now in this case, first it starts from the potassium, which is out from this bracket potassium. Neutral atom is there, potassium. Next is the pentacyano. This one, it's written pentacyano, which is directly attached to the central atom. Pentacyano, nitrosyl, this one, and ferrate, and their oxidation state. In this case, first one we write triamine, which one is directly attached to the cobalt. Triamine dichloronitro cobalt, 3 oxidation state, and so on. In this case also it is tetraamine platinum tetrachloroplatinate. The two ways are there, tetraamine platinum or tetraamine platinate. In this way, in these two, the oxidation its written is number is 2, which is written as in the Romans. Next, isomerism. Isomerism, it's the type, different types in which it can be represented in the different ways in the structures or in their functional groups. So first one is structural isomerisms. It is displayed by the compounds that have different ligands within their coordination sphere. Ionization isomerisms, isomers that give different ions in solution, is known as a ionization isomers. The same complex is there, but it gives a different form of ions. Like in this case it is chlorine, and in this case it is the bromine. Next are the hydrate isomerism. Hydrate isomerism is isomers having different number of water as a ligand and as a water of hydration. So different number of water, that isomers is known as a hydrate. Hydro word is for the water. So same in this case, it's H2O6, here it is H2O5. One is attached with this one, and it is 4 are there H2O. So water molecules are, number of water molecule is changed. It's known as a hydrate isomerism. Coordination isomerism. Coordination isomerism, the ligands are interchanged in both the cationic and anionic ions. The ligands are interchanged, that is known as a coordination isomerism. Here example is given in which the cations and anion ligands are changed. Like ammonia, CN is here, and 6 these cations and anions are interchanged. Next are the linkage isomerism, when ambidentate ligand is coordinated with its different donor atoms. The ambidentate ligands is coordinated with the different donor atoms. So that type is known as a linkage isomerism. Next is the stereoisomerism, displayed by the compounds which contain the same ligands in their coordination sphere but differ in the spatial arrangement of ligands, is known as a stereoisomerisms. Means which are different in their arrangement, spatial arrangement. That type of isomerism is known as a stereoisomerisms. So rest we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.